What's good, my peoples? It's your boy E, and yeah, I'm at it again, and yeah, I got it kind of blued up in here, but I don't know. Anyways, y'all, I just want to speak about something, you know, because as we going through our little long journey, you know how it is. Uh, you're gonna have people that try to make you feel like you ain't important, right? And try not to be close to you and not try to talk to you and shit, right? But then there's gonna be those that do want to talk, that are trying to talk to you, and a lot of times it's just for some sort of gain or some sort of agenda, some sort of reason behind it that they're even doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it could be a lot of times that's like that. But you know what I'm saying? One thing we gotta realize is though, we ain't gonna be able to trust everybody. And one thing you're gonna realize is you can't go off of what a person shows you from the beginning. First impressions aren't good in my book at all. I don't like first impressions, to tell you the truth. Because you know what I'm saying, first impressions, all it is just you showing a good face. You putting on the best face possible that you want everybody to see. This face is just the face that you give, so when people see it, they'll think good of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not what really comes behind what you really carry within yourself. You know what I'm saying? And everybody does this. Everybody try to give out first impressions, good first impressions. But some people are just so far away from the first impressions that they give you. They just so not close to that range of what they're giving you, and it's bad when it's in that sense, because then you find out this person is somebody you wouldn't never even talk to if you'd have knew this about them. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I say first impressions aren't cool with me. I don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, first impressions are good in ways, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to get a job, when you're trying to do certain things to network with people, because you're not putting any emotion into that. It's all business. All that shit is just business, But when it comes to emotional feelings and you trying to be close to somebody, or somebody wanting to try to be closer to you, these things are really not that important to me. As we go through the life that we go through, and y'all know what I'm talking about, we realized a lot of people who came across our paths with good first impressions and turned out not to be nowhere near the impression that they gave us. So in a sense, it's just not the thing that I care about. So if I have to talk to you again, and then talk to you again, and talk to you again until I see that you're not that person, or until you show me that you are that person, then that's just what it is. Like I say, I'm not opposed to talking to anybody. I know how much energy I need to give a person, for one. And and I'm not going to give them that much, you know what I'm saying, because for one, I don't know you like that anyways. But at the same time, I don't mind talking to somebody, and if you are somebody, what I'm saying, who I can say this not a good person, or I can't trust or something, I will find it out. See, nowadays, after going through this type of thing, you kind of see, like, now I'm more confident in not tripping about doing it, because I'm not trying to force myself on into that. But if it happens to happen, I'm not tripping on it, because guess what? I can see through a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And even if you got a good mask on from the beginning, it usually comes off after a while, because motherfuckers can't keep a lie. Like, motherfuckers cannot hold that mask up, because that mask gets so much weight at some point in time, and it's like their hand can't hold that bitch up, because at some point a lie is gonna come out, and the truth is gonna be revealed about it. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about people that do this, man, you know, they tend not to remember that lie that they said at the beginning when they was putting on their good face, you know what I'm saying, trying to show you that good first impressions. A lot of people tend not to, you know what I'm saying, remember that lie. And so when you lying like that, man, you gotta remember, you gotta you gotta hold this lie together. So you gotta come up with other lies to continue to make this lie stick. And so, you know, at a point, you're gonna forget about this lie that you told at the beginning. But the thing is, we gonna remember. You and me, we gonna remember. We remember what you said. And the thing is, when they don't remember what they said, they usually tend to slip and you know what I'm saying, I guess, you know, be falling on their game or something, because it just basically spews out everything that we needed to see anyways, you know what I'm saying? But you know, if that person don't have to worry about that, then guess what? They don't have to worry about it, and you wouldn't have to be retreating or something like that. But like I say, I'm not opposed to anybody coming into my space, but I will determine how long you need to be there, because I have a discernment to see things. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do too. We all have it. It's just, are we gonna follow it? You know, sometimes, you know, I might fall short of following it, but you know, when I realize something, then I'll pull back. And it's just like you having the confidence to know that you can go into any situation, and once you see it's not right, you fall back. You know what I'm saying? You know, and guess what? You doing it enough times, this is basically practice anyway. So it's like it don't hurt you even if you do it, unless you putting too much energy and getting too close to a person too fast. You know, then that's just not what you should do. Because I've learned that, you know what I'm saying, jumping in shit too fast and trying to get too close to people too fast has really, you know what I'm saying, kicked me all up in the ass, you know what I'm saying? And that shit hurt, boy. My ass still kind of stings from that shit, you know what I'm saying? Not really, but I'm just saying. But real talk though, like, you know, it's always gonna be those situations, man. So like I say, I don't trust first impressions. I will, if you do give me a good first impression, and you are wearing the mask, you know, in due time I shall see. You know what I'm saying? Believe me, I'm not going to invest enough time, and I'm not going to invest too much time in person anyways. But if I have to be around a person, and they have to be around me, and if we happen to talk like that, and if we happen to, you know, have things in common and talk about things, I'm not finna to just all of a sudden feel like, okay, this person finna be my best friend. Oh hell no, this person finna be somebody I'm finna you know, be consider a spouse or something, or a significant other or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, we'll see. Time will tell. Because I believe God will bring somebody into your life at a point in time that you can trust. And it's all divine timing anyways. But, you know, I feel like God will bring the right people into your life at some point in time. So I'm not opposed to people coming into my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not really worried about it. But if it happens to happen, I don't mind slow cooking a person to make sure it's the right person. You know, I got to make sure this meat is tender. You know what I'm saying, on this food, you know what I'm saying? If it's falling off the bone and it's right, you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure when I'm slow cooking this person that meat is tender and it's right, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Just make sure a person is right for you. Make sure a person is worthy of being someone that you consider to get that close with, you know what I'm saying? If that's the case, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we all have to deal with people. You know, some of us work, and we have to work around people. Some of us have people next door to us that we just happen to see, or and they're around us. You know, this world is full of billions of people, so there's no getting around it anyway. You feel me? But, you know, like I say, even if you have to talk to people, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sit there and talk to a person that long. And if you don't want to talk to them, you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You really don't. It's just solely up to you. But what I'm saying is, you shouldn't be afraid to. At the same time, you don't have to be afraid to at the same time, because if you got enough confidence in yourself to know that you can determine whether this person is worth your time or not, you shouldn't even care about it, because you know damn well once you see something you don't like, you moving the fuck on, and you're not even giving that, you ain't treating that too seriously at all. And once you move on, guess what? You don't feel nothing from it. You didn't give it enough energy anyway for you to feel something from it, right? You know what I'm saying? That's the meaning of slow cooking. You just cooking them slow and seeing if it's gonna come out right. You know what I'm saying? If it don't come out right, then you just throw that bitch in the trash and move on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just shooting this at y'all, man. It's just something that I wanted to say. And, you know, because we all going through these things. You know, some of us, you know, we are very kind people. And so sometimes people like to take advantage of that. And I know everybody don't have this problem. A lot of people know how to just kick a motherfucker to the side. But there are those who struggle with this, which, just like myself, I struggled with this at some point in time in my life. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I attracted a lot of people that was no good for me, because they realized that they were able to, you know, actually be that type of person, or be that way towards me, because, you know, I was basically, you know, naive enough to trust a person too soon. I was naive enough to, you know what I'm saying, get too close to a person too soon, fall in love with a person too soon. You know what I'm saying? Think a person had my back too soon. You know what I'm saying? I did all those things back in the day, and it led me to this, to realizing that that's not the way to do it no more. And so that's the reason why I'm telling y'all this. Whoever needs to hear it. I know everybody don't need to hear it, because I know there are a lot of people who know this already, but there are those that do need to hear it. And if you do need to hear it, you know what I'm saying? I hope you get something from it, if anything. I only do these videos because I feel like it's something God leads me to do. And so I feel like I'm doing his work in a way. You know what I'm saying? It might not be the traditional way people do, the way they are in the church preaching and saying this and saying that. But I think I think everybody has a place. Everybody has a part to play. And God gives you, I feel like God gives you what naturally yours, what's naturally something that you can do. And this is kind of naturally something that, well, you know, it wasn't like it was just the easiest thing to do from the beginning, but it naturally felt right when I started doing it. So I just thought I continued to do it. So I just feel like it's something God naturally placed me here to do. And this is why I do it, you know. And yeah, I'm not the perfectest person in the world. I still struggle with things. I still have some demons I be having to kick up off me. You know what I'm saying? I still have these cigarette addictions and these little sexual urges that hit me sometimes. You know, I'm not perfect, but you know, I am working to be better. And I know God sees my heart, and he knows I'm not a terrible person. You know what I'm saying? We all deal with something. And so I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm just the most holier than thou person. You know what I'm saying? And you know, like a lot of these people in the churches do. You know, I'm not going to do that. And you know, like when Jesus was around people, he was around all the people that was in the low places, like in the hoods or something. Like he was with the people. He wasn't with the rich people in the castles. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Just because a person might not think that I fit the bill or fit like somebody who can speak about things or even mention God's name, you know, who are you to tell me that? Because guess what? God didn't tell me that. And I don't go by what human says. I go by what God says. And if God didn't tell me that, guess what? I'm not supposed to go for it. I'm not supposed to hit. You can stick that shit right back up your ass somewhere and take a ride on down the street and hit the corner or something. You feel me? But anyways, y'all, it's just your boy just shooting something at y'all because I do love y'all, man. And y'all are my peoples. And I don't mind sharing any experiences that I have or just shooting anything positive or anything that I feel might help somebody. And whoever needed to hear that, I hope you got it. And get what? I'll holler at y'all another time. All right, peace.